Ed, I just want you to walk us through the latest in the back and forth. It started with a poll by Elon Musk.
Yeah, so Elon Musk has sent several tweets throughout Monday. The kind of two key points on them were, first, that he suggested that there should be a negotiated settlement over the war in Ukraine, between Ukraine and Russia. In a separate tweet, and the one you see on your screen, he implies that Crimea, which is an annexation of Russia's, should remain with Russia for good. And, you know, obviously these are strong words for Elon Musk to be saying. What I would also say is he sent a further poll later in the day saying that the citizens of those areas of Ukrainian territory that Russia is currently trying to annex should be, whether or not they should be given their opportunity to vote on their own futures. But there's been a pretty sharp reaction from all corners of social media and diplomatically to what Elon Musk has had to say.
Well, including from President Zelensky himself, Zelensky responding with a Twitter poll of his own. Which Elon Musk do you like more? One who supports Ukraine or one who supports Russia? David, what's your take on all this?
It's a fairly easy one to have a take on, I must say. I think Musk falls prey to a number of dangerous ideas. One is, if I'm so rich, I must be smart enough to do anything, to solve anything. That's ludicrous. He also is an attention hog, and his stock dropped today tremendously in relation to the market, which might not even be unrelated. It may be that he's in a bad mood because of that, and he's trying to get attention to distract himself. It's all crazy stuff. He should not be involved in this issue.
Ed, talk to us a little bit more about the reaction that we're seeing here. Obviously, we've heard from President Zelensky. We've heard from David Kirkpatrick now. We've heard from analysts who cover Tesla,
right,
who cover Elon Musk's companies. What else are people saying?
Yeah, well, we've heard from Ukraine's ambassador to Germany, Andriy Melnik. I won't show or say what he said in his tweet due to the coarse language that he used, but he essentially implied that no Ukrainian, or I'm paraphrasing, no Ukrainian would now buy a Tesla product in the future based on what Elon Musk had said. That was Andriy Melnik, the Ukrainian ambassador to Germany. This is slightly anecdotal, but many kind of well-followed Tesla fans, Tesla vehicle owners and shareholders who have a presence on Twitter did come out and say, you know, this is not something that Elon Musk should be doing, that, you know, many labeled it as a mistake as well. So it has invoked a pretty broad and sharp reaction, including from some of those that are fans and supporters of both Tesla and of Elon Musk personally.
This, of course, as the takeover discovery process, the Twitter takeover discovery process continues. Kind of a difficult week for Musk last week, I imagine, with that deluge of texts being made public. David, also today in San Francisco, the CEO of Twitter, Parag Agrawal, was deposed in a closed-door session. We're not sure exactly what happened inside that session yet, but what do you make of all of this happening for Elon Musk and because of Elon Musk, really, at once?
Okay, maybe you think I'm a bad armchair psychologist, but even before this development today about Ukraine, it was occurring to me that it might be that this whole falderall about Twitter buying it, not wanting to buy it, being sued, suing, was a bid for attention. It's hard to explain why he would have tried so hard to buy Twitter and then tried so hard to get out of it without any real fundamental changes in the business landscape. My dog just hit his bowl because he has to have attention, just like Elon Musk.
Ed, you know, of course, we're still waiting for headlines to come out of this deposition of Parag Agrawal, but it should be said that Elon Musk's companies actually have had some involvement in the war on Ukraine, especially Starlink.
Yeah, so SpaceX, of which Elon Musk is a founder and the chief executive officer, had for quite some time throughout the duration of the war in Ukraine been sending Starlink equipment to essentially keep the country connected during a time of war. You know, there's fantastic reporting on the Bloomberg terminal and Bloomberg.com about some of the background of how that came about in coordination with the US. But, you know, they are providing that service, they are providing that hardware. And Musk had tweeted earlier on in the war about SpaceX's efforts to get that equipment into the country and how they had been involved in keeping the Ukrainian people online essentially during this war.